What up, world? Welcome back to Ill Reviews, the channel for the movie heads and the music junkies, where I keep you up to date on what's popping in these streets. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because I will be doing at least 2 movie or music reviews every single week. Though y'all ready? Let's get it. So what up, world? We back, and this time, of course, I got a very special guest in the building. I'm gonna let her tell y'all who she is and what she do.
What's up, worldwide? This your girl JC Rocker, artist, MC, songwriter, lyricist, production assistant at K100 Radio. Thank you for letting me rock.
How you feeling today? What's going on? What's your vibes today?
My vibes is feeling good. You know, being dope and being my damn self. That's the vibe.
That's what's up. I'm on the same shit. We on the same shit. So we about to go into this Lil Baby, 42 Dugg, and Veeze. I never heard of this guy Veeze on here. So what's your thoughts on Lil Baby, first of all?
He's having a good run, and you know, when I hear him in, you know, good melodic vibe, and you know.
Are you being honest?
Yeah, I said he had a good melodic vibe. I said when I hear him, I don't say, you know, like I said, I don't listen to him like that. Okay. But when I do hear him, he has a good melodic vibe, because like I said, I'm a songwriter. I'm like, okay, like that. I like that. Okay. Auto-tune, but okay.
So as for me, you know, I've been having this channel for 4.5 years now. So I've reviewed pretty much every single thing he's dropped since before my turn, I think. His album, My Turn, I did a review on that. Then I did his one with Lil Dugg, Voice of the Heroes. Every single single he put out. Before that, he did Harder Than Ever, the mixtape. So where I'm at with it, honestly, to me, his stuff is starting to sound a little bit too much like the same. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's kind of the game now. Everything is the same and all that. Like how we grew up. I'm a '90s baby. Yeah. And again, when we grew up with hip hop, you had to be original. Remember the time where biting was a freaking crime? Almost. I
was telling somebody lyrics. Yeah, you was hated in hip hop for that.
Or if you even sounded like somebody,
you was hated. Yeah, like, get him up out of here. He sound like Biggie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it penalized. But hey, you know, but nowadays, I mean, of course, like I said, I believe in originality, but my thing is, can't hate on the hustle, so.
See, I love what he did, of course, with the bigger picture. That showed me he can get out the box. You know what I'm saying? And then what he did with Kirk Franklin with Win showed me he can get out the box. I want to see him do more stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to his project, especially the Voice of the Heroes, I'm like, man, why you stay in your same old trap lane when I seen you already jump out of it? Now you just jump back in it for 18 songs straight. And I was like, I like to see elevation among an artist, especially if I'm reviewing you year after year. I'm like, you could have said these words or this song, you could put that out 2 years ago on that one tape I reviewed. I don't really see the elevation. I wonder where he's going to take his music to.
Well, we don't know where it's going to go, but it's up to Lil Baby to do that type of elevation. Well, because again, he's in the mainstream, but if talking about getting bigger and, you know, putting more on his craft. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Kind of like people kind of got tired of hearing Migos. After about 5 years of hearing Migos, and it's not really saying nothing, you be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And now you do seeing like Migos ain't as big as they were. I don't want Lil Baby to fall into that thing where we heard, or the Baby. People are like, he's kind of sounding the same. And they like, well, we tuned out. You already said that. We already heard that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and I'm glad that you said that, because we talk about longevity. People are worried about, especially this generation of artists, are worried about what's hot. You know, okay, it's hot because it's selling. I get it. This is business. We worried the money and stuff like that. But again, if you are trying to be a true artist, like you said, you have to elevate. With elevation, that comes with maturity. Yeah. And you have to have versatility.
Yeah, you gotta take some risks too in your music.
Yeah, because like you said with the Migos, one thing I will give them, because I even got on my brother at one point, when he said something, he mumbles. I'm like, bro, the Migos don't mumble no more, so speak up.
The Migos don't mumble no more, so you gotta talk.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
But they don't. You know. I gotta give it to them. I'm like, I can hear what y'all saying.
Yeah. You're right.
All right then. Growth.
But yeah, I mean, when I said that I said that on Baby's second album. I was like, this sound like, what's the second album or third album when I reviewed it. And everybody in the comments, of course, all the Baby fans like, you tripping. I was like, no, this sounds exactly the same as them songs from the first 2 albums. Yeah. And then probably like 3 months later, everybody started saying, I was like, man, I've been told y'all. I was like, just try. You know, I say try some different instruments or hook up with some different type of artists, like some gospel, country, or even pop, or I don't know, but just
here's the thing. It's run by these damn fan bases. And most of these are adults that, you know, it goes one ear out the other because they're too much of, I hate to say it, some of them are dick riders.
Yeah.
And, you know, they can't do no wrong. If Lil Baby said the sky was red, Lil Baby said the sky was red.
I already know people gonna say shit on this comments about what I said.
And they gonna say,
I'm always a hater.
Can we make, you know, give 2 seconds to the haters? 1.
Let's get it. Hey, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, that shit don't faze me. They go in on the comments when I say some real shit, but it's some real shit. I'm just saying.
But we're scientists in this. We break this shit down.
She's an artist. I've been an artist for 12 years, producer. Like, look at my bio. Like,
songwriter, because if you know the songs that I write, it's, you be like, hold on, but you about bars, but I'm like, yeah, but I grew up pop. You know, I grew up in BET and MTV. You know, real music. So, like I said, versatility is nothing wrong. Remember Eve when, you know, we used to hear her doing the Rough Riders, but when she came out with Let Me Blow Your Mind with Gwen Stefani, game changer. And she got a Grammy for that.
And then Tambourine, one of her songs, a big song, Tambourine.
Yeah, that's still Swiss Beats though.
So yeah, you right.
But still it's verse. But Eve said, you know, I'm not just a pitbull and a skirt. I can do pop stuff, you know. And then she was on Gwen Stefani's Rich Girl. And like I said, with Let Me Blow Your Mind, that's how she got that Grammy.
But I also think it's a factor of oversaturation. Sometimes I feel like these artists release too much music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really drop every 3 months and expect to have a new perspective on the world, on life. I'll be thinking like Kendrick Lamar. I love how he goes away, lives life, have a kid, have some new conversations, gets married, and then he come back with something else to talk about. I think that's the issue. These artists will record like 100 songs and release them over a 1 year period, little by little, and they didn't really have no new experience. So they just talking about.
And then, like I said, you say it right, the oversaturation, and that's one thing I can't stand about. Well, at least with hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, with rap music, I'm like, because we just said biting, everybody sounded the same. Oversaturation, they releasing 100 songs. It's like, can you give yourself a break and give us a break?
Give us a break.
And then we gotta get at the radio. I'm like, y'all are playing this, and you know, the P word. Yeah, that's questionable. But you know, like I said, I just hate the fact that, you know, rap is just limited, but then goes back to what I was saying, vultures in positions.
See, like you said, you from the 90s, I'm from the 80s. I've been doing this for a while. And it's like, I just see it, and I care about this music shit, and I want it to last. Hip-hop is the youngest genre of music, and I'm like, it can't be this, what it is right now. It gotta elevate in some kind of direction. Because if everybody turn to copycats, it just kills it for me. And make me just want, I'm just gonna listen to R&B and gospel now, because I already know that shit gonna sound like that other shit that I just heard. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I say artists that do elevate, like you said, artists that are versatile, we have to give them more shine. So like, for instance, if Rhapsody got a new song and post it, it's free to post, it's free to retweet, and it's free to say something. Even if it's just one other person or no person, you still show that person love. And then, you know, why is it one female rapper at a time? I'm like, there's plenty of us. You just, I mean, and nowadays you can search.
Yeah, they just stuck to whatever's on the radio, and they don't go out on their own. Like, I love Vic Mensa. You know what I'm saying? Because he does something different every album. You know what I'm saying? He's also talking to somebody. I love his song Shelter with Wyclef Jean, talking about healing from pain and all kind of stuff. In his album Autobiography, he goes so many places musically. But when I'm in a conversation on here and I say Vic Mensa, they like, nah, he ain't fucking with like Lil Baby. I'm like, yeah, Lil Baby's popular, but listen to what Big Miss is saying, and that's the disconnect I have with a lot of my subscribers.
Well, for one, don't respond to that. That's my thing, you know, because if they don't like, well, I'm like, well, this is on what platform this is on?
Yeah, of course, I gotta remind us, my opinion, it's my show.
So if they want to be like,
I ain't trying to shit on them. I'm trying to just open their eyes to let them know, like, it's other stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? That you could.
I'm like, I don't give a damn. It's my platform, my rules, and you didn't disrespect. Mm-hmm. But nowadays we are at a place where, you know, we grew up with agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. You know, but respect that person's other opinions.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody is like, if you disagree, you're a hater. Ah! And it's just like,
you don't know real music.
And it's like, if support that, but you can't. But just like you don't want me to convince you what to do, give me the same courtesy. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, people, quit being stupid. It's not worth it.
So yeah, and of course 42 Dugg, I think he just got out of jail, or he had something about probation I saw on the blogs. I don't know if he went to jail or was about to or whatever happened, but
I'll be like, who ain't in jail right now? Who's not?
But we about to check out their new song. It's entitled U-Digg. We're gonna see what we think of it. Let's go.
Period, no, they win. Ain't worried about a hotel, her best friend, I'm she know how to reach it, I talk.
Hold on, what are you counting? Are you counting how many people it took to write this song? Is that what you counting?
Yes, cause I'm like something so, but it goes to show you, I'm like
7 people.
Well, like I said, there are rappers and then there are MCs.
Okay, let's keep going though.
You did, brand new money, blue, no falling out my coat. You did, I know it's real. I'm heavy-handed, pouring it out my cup.
I ain't gotta take no bags.
Now I know 42 Dugg voice is unique, but it sounds like he needs to get a drink of water before he spit that. Or is that I'm tripping?
I get what you're saying, or it sound like he tired, or he sound like, bruh, are you sipping on lean?
Yeah, he sound a little groggy, man. I hate when they do that.
Got 650 on his leg. You did. Dollar Fago, 9's worth of bed. You did.
So you notice they put Veeze last. Now usually the person with the last verse usually has the best verse. Is this his moment to blow up? Cause we don't know who he is, but he's on the song with Lil Baby. Let's see, and 42 Dugg, this might be his moment. Let's see if he kill it.
Brand new money, blue, no falling out my coat. You did.
Baby came back.
You did. Man, get dropped from left and right, you know I did.
Nigga was Veeze. Hey, y'all might have to help us out. Maybe that groggy nigga was Veeze. And cause this is definitely 42 Dugg voice right here. Okay, so that was U-Digg, Lil Baby, 42 Dugg, and Veeze. What's your initial thoughts on that track?
The fact that you were confused who was 42 Dugg and Veeze, that I was just like, because I hardly listen to them. I'm like, and then when I'm like, okay, yeah. But if that was Veeze that we heard that he sound groggy, it's like, sir, I don't know if you're doing that on purpose. We know that you were high. I don't mind weed, but it sounded like you were on the lean, and it. But of course, you know with the U-Digg, I just see dudes, you know, dancing to it, U-Digg, or folks doing the TikTok dance, and no, it's U-Digg. They doing U-Digg.
But you know what they remind me of is Baby's song Whoa. He say something whoa, and then his new song say something. They say right on. This one is just something you did.
I mean, that's kind, like I said, that's kind of the formula, and again, it's to us it's simple, right? Mm-hmm. But how many lyricists was on that song? U-Digg.
Yo, if y'all look at the credits, I don't know if y'all got y'all shit on Tidal or whatever. It's 7 people as lyricists on this song. 7 composers. Shout out to the producer though, Ant Beats. I do like that instrumental though. You feel me? I do like the beat because I love strings. I love strings and pianos. That's my favorite instrument. So I like the beat. But as far as this song, I think it probably do all right. I guess in clubs and I guess maybe in a strip club. I guess, but I don't feel like the song is a banger.
Yeah, it's a Lil Baby. All I can say is a Lil Baby record. You know, it's catchy. You dig? You dig? But hey, he's still gonna get money. He's still gonna stream.
Cause you know his song "Right On" I think is on the charts right now somewhere like 50 on the Hot 100. "Right On" is doing pretty good.
Yeah, but like we talked about, it's the oversaturation. It's the not elevation. And like I said, if I heard this is a new Lil Baby song, I'm like, okay, typical Lil Baby. Not saying that it's whack. I'm just saying I've heard this.
How many times you want to listen to this again? How many replays?
My choice.
Yeah. be honest though.
You know, my choice, not really. If it's on somebody's playlist or it's in the club, you know, I'll rock to it. But as far as me picking it, I'm just like, it's catchy, but I'm not gonna pick it to play.
Yeah, I might listen to it one more time. I might give it one more listen, but I can hear a hit on the first track. Like for me, whatever I like, if I know I'm gonna put it on my playlist, as soon as I hear it that first time, oh, this going on my playlist. I don't even gotta think about it. You feel me? It's like boom. This one, I'm like, but I will give it one more try. I'm gonna listen to it one more time after this. But this is our first listen, our first real reaction on this song. What about the beat? Did you like the beat as an artist?
Of course.
Could you have did something with that beat?
Of course.
Nice.
I could have, you know, I definitely could have done something on that beat, and you know, I think of it just, you know, a couple bars here and there, but you know, not to be totally lyrical on it, but I'm just like, you know, I can see. Yeah, they say okay, you know, for the mainstream audience, I'm like, all right, you know.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna give this song. I'm gonna just rate it a 2.5 out of 5. That's what I think of it. What would you rate it out of 5?
2.
2. Sounds about right. But as always, we want to know what y'all think about this song. Do y'all like it? Do y'all love it? Do y'all agree with us that it's Lil Baby? Because you know he just put out 2 songs, 2 weeks ago? You know what I'm saying? Before that, he had put out a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? Is he dropping too much? Let us know what you think. And we want some real music junkies, not the Lil Baby stance and like everything he drop is fire. No, we want somebody that's gonna really break it down, like tell us how you really, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a big stan of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I love Jay-Z, but he got songs that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that shit on this show. Like I saw her. I know he comes.
But that's
you know what I'm saying?
That's because you're not a dick rider, though.
Yeah, at all. So I want y'all to be honest. You feel me? Because I think some people get it twisted, think I'm rating people. I'm not saying I don't like Lil Baby. I love what he does and respect him and his whole vibe. But this song is a no for me.
Well, like I said, what's understood don't need to be explained. If you have, and you know, if they're gonna say you a hater, it's like, okay, say I'm a hater. Did money magically go into your account?
Right. Exactly.
Did you get that promotion at that job? Did you graduate from ugly?
All of that. So that's what it is. Like I said, let us know in the comments. Okay, so we know you're an artist. How many projects do you have out right now that's available for the public?
Let's see. So like about 5 or 6. So I have to get, you know, I have to go back because I'm just like I release singles too. I be releasing singles too. I remember I released 3 in one day.
Got you.
And then of course like I said, my song is the one I'm, you know, pushing forward.
What's your streaming of choice to listen to your music? Or if you want people to play your music, do you tell them like go on YouTube and check me out, or you be like check me out on Tidal or check me out on SoundCloud or Spotify? Usually when they ask you, where do you send them?
Being that I got DistroKid, I'm like every platform,
I'm on
everything. But when I listen to my music, you know, listen to music, or usually it be YouTube, because I be mixing it up with, you know, hearing people's commentary like O'Shea Duke Jackson, Lovely T, you know, Philip Scott, the African African news diaspora and all that, because mostly I've been listening to a lot of just listen to a lot of commentary, because like you said, with the music, it's starting to get saturated. I find, of course, my favorite artist, but I find, we find that it's rare to find that diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
And this really oversaturation called the industry.
Yeah, that's why I do this channel. The thing I like about this channel is because I love music so much, it gives me a chance to explore, because I review everything. And that's why I always got something new to add to my playlist, because I'm constantly checking out new stuff. But it takes me a long time to go through a lot of music to find what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly what you're talking about. But another question I want to ask you, what inspired you to do music in the first place?
Being that I'm a 90s baby, just being in the car and just listening to music, TLC really.
TLC?
Yes, they were, I'm born in 1992, they started in 1992.
Got you.
Well, debuted in 1992.
Was it the whole group or just left out because you're a rapper?
The whole group.
Okay, the whole group. Yeah.
Because they were versatile. They had substance. They, yes, we got you to dance, but we also have a message. We have substance, and we also want you to think while you dance. Listening to Waterfalls. Shout out to the writer Marcus Etheridge. Shout out to the Dungeon family for that. Thank you for that, because but it goes with their message, because they were about safe sex, especially AIDS was running rampant, and they had the condoms and all that, but they were promoting it, but they still had songs to give to dance to. And then, like I said, my earliest memories are TLC and Snoop Dogg. And what made me want to get into music when I was in 3rd grade and I was 8, that was the time of when Bow Wow was Lil Bow Wow. And I'm just like, oh, kids can do this? Fine. Me too.
Okay.
Didn't have the same success as Bow Wow, but still, that's what made me want to get into music. And all I do is, no matter how many times my parents tried, I was watching BET, but I wasn't just watching the music videos. When they show the video, they the artist name, the song title, the album,
all of that.
The album, the record label, and then the director. See, I remember back when music videos were a thing, people. I remember that format, and I remember it was always ingrained in my brain. And I'm like, and it felt like, I've been in this industry. I know the format. Like, you ain't even gotta tell me.
Yeah, we grew up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up with hip hop, and we still watching it grow. So it's an amazing thing. So for you as an artist, what's your magnum opus? Like, are you chasing a Grammy? Are you chasing the Billboard charts? Or what's your bar? What do you want to happen? What do you want to see? Or do you want just to know your songs are touching people? Like, what is you motivating? Just legacy? Yeah,
because one of the things is, like, JC got bars, but she is very versatile in it. Especially, as a songwriter, I can do anything. I can even do country. But then again, like I said, black people, we pretty much made music, so I can do gospel, country, pop, rock. I am JC Rocker. But technically all of those are black art forms.
True.
Yeah, know your history, kids. But
so when you say legacy, you just want to know that after you're gone, your music is still being felt. Is that what you mean by legacy, or is it like a different thing for you?
That I did all I could to make quality music, that I, of course, did the business side of it, that I marketed. And when I do have a family and it does get left behind, that it goes to my family. And I didn't have to sell my publishing or anything. I didn't have to bend, nobody's rules, because, it's not the fact that it's the right people that know you. Like, but a lot of people don't know who Tech 9 is.
But he's doing his damn thing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's the career I want.
Yeah, I like what Tech 9 does.
Yeah.
I like what he stands for. It gives us independent artists like, okay, it can be done. You feel me? Like, you don't have to be as big as some of these other. You could be a Tech 9 and still be successful as fuck in just your little lane.
but all the popular artists know who Tech Nine is. Eminem, Kendrick Lamar did a song with him with Fragile, and it's just like, just because you don't know him, I'm like, well, but again, if you're of this culture, you know who's who, who's what, and I would say my favorites are Tech Nine and E40.
Oh yeah, E40 is my guy. He's so underrated. This dude.
Exactly, and you know, just because, and he's different.
Creative as hell.
But when you have the brains like we have, you understand what E40 is saying. And he's like, and everybody's like, you know, we don't get E40. I'm like, if you said for Sheezy, thank that man, because
he made up all these words.
Yes, exactly. And then of course, you know, the Bay and the A, we have a special relationship with that, with the Bay, and you know, we across the coast from each other. But that's what I want to go for, because they might have not got the notoriety, but they do. But their catalog is immaculate. Immaculate. But some people's like, oh, I heard that song. I remember that song. You know, I know the Tell Me When They Go. But it's like, but being that he mostly did it, him, Tech Nine, and you know, E40. You know, E40 did have a deal. I think he went with Columbia. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments. But he is still in this game, and that's what legacy, and how to get to legacy, longevity.
I was about to say, you got to go into longevity when we talk about E40. And the thing I love about E40 also is like the creativity of how he structures his songs. He's not in no kind of box. You know what I'm saying? You heard Yup, Nope, but he got so many other records where he just tries different things. That's what I'm saying with these new artists. I'm like, because I done heard greatness. I done heard shit that like blew my mind. So it's hard. I guess I'm jaded, because I'm hard to impress now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, it's the oversaturation when it's like force feeding a baby. But if you feed the baby, blah blah blah, and then it just go, and then that baby go, that's enough. You're gonna choke it. Don't fool. You know, let it happen naturally. Let him digest.
I never see your metaphors coming. I didn't know where you was about to go, but that made sense though. I got you. I'm creative with it, even when I speak. And that's what it's like. If you rock with me, just know I'm original. You know, you can't find another JC Rocker. Are there plenty of female rappers? Yes, but there's only one JC Rocker. Thanks.
And I want legacy. I want longevity, and not just, you know, for me to live a comfortable life and all this. And of course, obviously, not for the money, because the first few years in your career, it's like you're getting paid like a teacher, or probably worse than a teacher, because at least teachers get a set salary. But
it's hard to make money off of music, especially these days.
Yeah, especially streaming. But if you publishing in your masters, you know, which I don't understand how somebody says they're balling and then they're fronting on the ground with the money phone. Oh, yeah. But then I hear they don't pay their producers, and it's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all make me sick.
Well, let me ask you this real quick before we end this. What about licensing? Do you license your music? Or are you into that space?
Going into that space.
That's the space.
Yes.
That's the space.
Yes. That's what I said. NBA, 2K, Big 3.
That's where that check is.
Shoot, street. And if there's any street ball organizations,
hit her up. She's on that wave. You feel me?
Yes.
And it's all about, as you know, as the artist, it's all about your the way you make people feel. You know what I'm saying? You can work with a lot of people if you got a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because some people's talented as fuck, but they assholes. And me being a videographer, been around this shit for 20 years, I done been around people that was talented, but they was assholes. You feel me? I was like, I could be around him and I can do some video work for him, but I don't even want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? I could be around him for the clout, but I don't like his attitude. Like, he think he's up here, he's talking down to us because we ain't up there yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I think a lot of people got to keep in mind also. It's like your attitude
determines your latitude.
There you go. Real shit.
Yeah. But it's like your work ethic will get you in the door, but how you treat people will keep you in the room. You know, it's nice to be important, but it's also important to be nice to those that deserve it. So like that's the thing. People go for fame, and I always say fame is a whore.
I was just playing a song off my album where I said I'm not chasing the fame.
Fame is a whore. Fame is only there. It's like, oh, you got all this, you're hot now and all that. But when you're not, just like a hoe, that's where fame goes. But that's why I'm like, and also here, and I'm gonna be honest, I am here for the money, because like you said, the licensing, and being that I'm the primary writer. I write my own shit. I'm the only writer of my stuff, and I'm also a songwriter. You know, I can't be put in a box, and I could go with many places and stuff like that. And I paid for these records, songs that I write for other people, and you know, JC Rocker song. I paid for this shit.
Studio time, production, mix and mastering, man.
My money. It came from my money, and I am not a rich girl.
Exactly.
Middle class.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go check out JC Rocker's music, man. She's a real individual, a real rapper, a real artist, and I'm pretty sure y'all enjoy it. And that's it for this episode of Ill Reviews. Until next time, y'all treat each other right. It's a cold world. I'm just trying to heat it up. This has been another episode of Ill Reviews. We out.
One more thing, thank you so much, man.
No problem.
Thank you so much for giving me a platform. He didn't have to do it, but he gave me a chance. And this is what I say. Come, your work ethic gets you in, but the humility keeps you in the room. Cause now I got nothing but good things to say about this guy.
Yo, y'all gonna be seeing her more, so stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Y'all gonna see more JC Rocker. Let's get it.
Rocker what?
Prices.
I talk like a hustler.
They say my grind righteous.
Still on my shit, real as you get. You can admit, you feeling this shit. I'm feeling myself, looking for tweet. No sugar around, nothing is sweet. Trying to be calm, but ready to bomb. Hope y'all on board, cause I am beyond. Minding my line, word like a rhyme. Can't be defined, the flow is refined like crude oil from an oil rig. No moose full, I'm a tour big. I put in that work, look at the